There's also, good. You having a good time tonight?
I'm having an excellent time.
Okay, good. There's also one other person I want to bring up who's also someone from the community, and he's been on the site for a long time. Richie Millennium wrote something onto the bulletin board. Richie, are you here? There he is. Oh, it's on it. There. That's more like Richie. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, too.
Yeah!
Okay, so wait. So we have three, like, kind of superstar hit recorders here. I just want to start this off. Richie, will you read to us what you wrote? Are you guys recording?
Yes!
All right.
The road is a never-ending, unrelenting, life-draining, soul-sucking pain in my ass.
It sounds just like you. Such a distinct voice. He's the guy who at the beginning was like, "At this time, we'd like to remind you, please turn on all recording." We've been using his voice to do that. And
That's awesome.
Like years now. It's awesome. So, and actually, what's your name?
My name is Emily.
Emily. Okay, pleasure to meet you. And Soupy, what's your name?
Sugen.
Sugen. Nice to know you.
I'm joking.
So you wrote, "I embarked on my very first solo traveling adventure to get here."
Yes.
Your very first solo traveling adventure.
First.
And yet we find you here and you're not exactly solo, are you?
No, I became a solo.
Oh, I see. Good. So you guys met here.
Yes.
But on the road you were alone.
On the road I was alone.
And that's the first time you were alone on the road?
Very first time.
Sorry.
All by myself.
You can talk to me or the camera, either one's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. No, it's a little I'm working on it. I'm trying to get more graceful with it. So, how long of a road trip was it?
It wasn't long. It was about an hour. I got a little delayed though, so it became like an hour.
Did you have any good ideas for Shadowcast?
I get them sometimes on the road, but not this time. I was too keyed up for this.
Okay.
So I couldn't think of it.
Alright, Soupy. How'd you get here? Sorry, I know you by your name. Like your name.
It's fine.
Your record name, Soupy.
I actually don't live too far. My school's very close, so it's not a very much of a trip for me. But it was very nice. I mean, it was kind of a trip meeting all my friends here. Like first time meeting her.
You guys have never met in person before?
No, we planned it.
Woo!
So wait, how did it actually happen that you came up with those characters together?
On like a tiny.
Yeah. Well, it first started. She made a picture of her. Just called it Shadow Being, and it was just like a soul image. And I mean, I wasn't the only one to see the potential in it, but I think I'm just the first one to jump on it.
Okay.
I checked HitRECord right before I went to work, and I saw her image, and I immediately started drawing out other little like shadows with it. I'm like, I told her, I commented on, I'm like, I'm gonna make them friends. Like I saw more, I did more. I was at work, even while I was at work, I'm like still drawing stuff.
And then tell me, how did it go from there? What's been the progression or the journey, so to speak, to it being on my t-shirt?
Well, it's just sort of, we talked back and forth for about a month, and we just sort of built this little world, each little individual shadow, what it's about, its cast and everything. And then I finally got sick of like it just sitting around and just not doing anything. So I got my ass and I was like, okay, let's make a collab just cause. I didn't even tell her. And it was like in the middle of January, and then it just sort of got the ball rolling here and everyone saw it. And then Melondary designed that t-shirt, and a guy, I don't know exactly who, I'm sorry, put it all together, and then it just started selling. And it was crazy.
It's a beautiful story. It's about the way that there's like different casts in this world depending on where the sun is. So that if the sun's over here, it creates long shadows, and they're sort of the elites. And then when the sun is high in the sky, it creates these short shadows, and they're sort of the everyman. And then the sort of untouchables are these characters, the gloam, that are from shadows that weren't cast by the sun, from light, like electric light and stuff. It's just a really clever story. So if there's are there any writers here tonight? If you're interested, because this is a